Happy Sunday, boys and girls. My name is Jeffrey Scott Mitchell, and today is a P-Funk travel day to Las Vegas. This morning, when I was making breakfast, because I always eat breakfast first thing in the morning, I made it a little bit bigger breakfast today because of my travel schedule. I thought to myself, I wish. Something came into my mind regarding wish and I wish. And then I thought, the idea or concept or thought of I wish, it hasn't been a part of my thinking or understanding process in a very long time. It's not that I don't have anything to wish for. Possibly. And it's not because I'm doing so much stuff now that I'm accomplishing a lot of things that I wanted to, which is part of that. Part of that is that I'm accomplishing a lot of things that I set out to do. 57 years on this planet, got my stuff together pretty much almost exactly, sort of, kind of where I want to be and who I am right now. It's part that. Then I started thinking that I don't think has ever been part of my strategy to navigate through life. It was more like I want. It was like I want and I will go get. Or I want, how do I get? I want, how do I make this happen? How do I accomplish that? Wish, it seems a little bit too impractical to me. It's more dreamy. It's more of something that you think of that's so far out there that you'll never attain. And it just has never been a part of the way I think or the way I've been going through life. Now, going through life, there's things that I wanted. I guess the biggest thing was to go to space. I still kind of want to do that. And I know damn well if I put my mind to it, I can make it happen. But I would make the evaluation versus the effort and the cost to have something like that happen. Is it worth the value of that happening? Cost, effort, and time. And that goes for anything. It's very almost like I got everything that I want because I worked for it or put myself in a place to get there, starting probably decades ago, to get to this place where I am at now. What was I talking about? What was my train of thought? All around the world for the phone. I got to think of bigger things. I got to think of bigger things. I'm not the most benevolent person in the world. I'm probably slightly highly conservative when it comes to certain things. You fix yours and the people around you, and anything outside of that kind of does not affect me. I may or may not be sensitive to such things, but I'm not prone or motivated to act on these things anymore. The couple of things that I did feel like I wanted to jump into, I did, and that was the atheism thing 10, 15 years ago. It is said that I put the first atheist video on YouTube, and it definitely did spark a revolution or mini revolution. I can remember sitting there and getting 10,000, 13,000, 15,000, 25,000, 75,000 views, and just tons of feedback, positive feedback, coming back to me. And I remember, and that was something I wanted to act on, and I did. And for a few years I was into that. And then that kind of waned after everybody got on board and atheism wasn't so bad of a thing. I was like, okay, on to the next. And of course, my P-Funk crusade, going to a Super Bowl. I mean, I need to have bigger ideas. I mean, my ideas are big. They're on my horizon. There's something I want to accomplish. And if you were to tell me, all right, you take this pill, what you want to accomplish happens tomorrow and it's done, I wouldn't want that. I want my journey like this. I want my journey to continue like that. I want it to be like a 45-degree angle to my pinnacle. I just don't want to shoot straight up to it. I want to put in the work and earn it. And I guess that also goes back to my idea of being happy. Happy cannot be given to you. Happy cannot be given to you. You have to earn it, work for it. And for me personally, and I think a lot of other human beings, if not, I can't say all human beings because people are different. I know that just people are so different, that I need to earn, achieve integrity, a sense of accomplishment. Work has to go into it. It just can't be given to me. Anything just given to me only excites me for that 10, 15, 20 hour for an hour. Earned and worked, and to be proud and to put an effort to build to that. And I think a large part of my happiness, which I truly, truly treasure right now, is because I put in so much work and there's so much foundation behind it, between my career, my education, my credit, my driving record, the way I've treated people all my life, and the way I'm looked at by others, how I walk into a room and how I'm open to people, and that's reflected back and they're open to me. It's just a whole big things that went into me being here right now. So to go back to my main point, I guess, and to end this, the idea of I wish is just not part of who I am. I wish that I might say it once or twice even, but the third time I say it, I'll recognize it, and that means I have to act on it. Same way with complaining. I'll complain. I'm human. I go, oh, how come this is. Now, if I catch myself complaining 2-3 times, I'm like, all right, it's time to do something about this. It's time to act on it. And I'm not passive. I don't think I've ever been passive. I've always thought and believed and understood that I could get anything I want. I can get anything I want. I can figure out how to get anything I want. Anyway, my name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell. Just want to holler and say happy Sunday to everybody, and talk to myself in the future when I'm laying there 97 years old watching this video. Hi, 97-year-old Jeffery. How you doing? Woo! 2019, baby. What you doing, dog? You still on the internet? You still following people around? How many Super Bowls did the Steelers win? Anyway, how my kids doing? How's my family? And that's another thing. I do take my family for granted. I do take my family for granted because there's a certain level of execution and self-maintenance, or take care of your own self, that we have, that I don't have to worry about my family. I believe that I've instilled in them, or we've instilled in them, their mother, me, grandparents, everybody has instilled in them the tools to the point now that they're adults and they know what needs to happen, and they have the capability, if not the knowledge, to make things happen. Now, whether they choose to or not, that's what kids do. You can't do that. You just have to wait. Probably the same thing with me. My father, he was really conservative and strict in thinking and discipline. Not so much acting on it, or holding a, big hammer over our head or nothing. He probably watched me do some stuff that he probably went, ugh, and I'm watching my son do some stuff and I'm going, Jeffrey. Now, Kimberly got it. Kimberly understands. Kimberly, she talks the language. She knows if she asks me for something, she's going to have to send an Excel spreadsheet with the breakdown, the cost return, the return on investment, why this is going to happen, why this is going to affect. We could talk. Me and her can talk like that. Jeffrey's more abstract. And I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm not, because we need them both. We need all kinds of people. We need people who are more sensitive to that. It was like Andrea. If I had a best friend, it was her. She just had no concept of logic. no concept of logic or analytical thinking. Nothing was a straight line. There was no direct straight line thinking. But when it comes to the abstract and relationships and understanding people and this, she had this weird sense that it was just amazing to me. Anyway, my name is Jeffery Scott Mitchell. Swinging on y'all 2 times, Las Vegas. L.A. Magus, Parliament Funkadelic. George Clinton in the Parliament Funkadelic. Dubs the Funk Fishbone, Miss Velvet Blue Nose. On the bill, it said that Galactic was going to be there, but I don't know. We'll see. Was my eyes going out the picture too much? Swinging on y'all 2 times.